All right, Shalom, Shalom. This is Brother Mashaba coming back at you with another lesson with the brother.
That's relevant.
We about to get into some more. All right, so before we get into the lesson, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakwadash. Second thing that we want to do is give double honors to all the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and the salutations to all of you brothers that are pushing this truth with both sincerity and with charity. All right, so what I wanted to get into is that, there's kind of like a combination of two things. Mainly be circumspect, and wise, especially, because it's looking like, a lot of things are happening. All right, it's a lot of random crazy things, starting to go on. And two, just don't be around these 2/3, these niggas, man. All right, be wise. All right. So I'm gonna start with Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So yeah, all right. Foreseeth evil. For example, being around a whole lot of niggas at one time, it's a big commotion going on. It looks like it's about to be altercation, and you just standing there, or even dumber, going closer to towards the altercation. All right, it's almost like you want to be in the midst of a crossfire, in the midst of judgment. All right, you had a precept.
Yeah, this is Sirach chapter 13 and verse 17. What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb, so the sinner with the ungodly. Right, man. So for one, we not even supposed to be fellowshipping with these niggas too much, man. Because you would think, oh, since I've been around them, they your friends, or they won't, slime you. But these niggas slime their best friend, man. Literally, just because he got a decent looking woman, they'll try to hit on his woman. That's literally like a game these niggas got going on now. Our whole school's basketball team passing around females like they damn the basketball. Like, I don't know about you other niggas, but I be ready to kill a nigga if he steal my bitch. These niggas be laughing at that shit. So if they do this to their best friend, what makes you think they won't do it to you?
Right, because it used to, still be a thing of, like, what the hell? Like, why is another man trying to talk to my woman, especially our friend? You be ready to, kill him or hurt him, or at least, ties with him. But nowadays, it's a game. Oh, well, you can have that pass, bro. It's whatever. Like that shit.
I'll take your bitch from you.
Right.
The nigga told me that I'll beat his ass. These niggas really out here, and that's not something that's rare anymore. Like, this is something that's like being pushed heavily, man. And when we tell y'all, like, they're really passing hoes around, like, they really doing that. Like, this dude deal with them, then the rest of the team deals with him. I don't even know how a man would want to put his lips on a woman when he know his whole basketball team has had a part in this.
Right. But yeah, man. So back, to like such a point of being wise and staying away from these niggas. One just wisdom. All right, you got to be cautious. Look around in your surroundings. Just be careful. All right. Use wisdom and everything. And pray. You had a precept.
Yeah, this is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. These ain't way that ye walk, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times because the days are evil. Right, man. So, we got to be circumspect, man. Like the brother was saying earlier, you see a big crowd of people walk the other way, man.
Right, especially if it's niggas. It's one thing if it's just people, but if it's like just niggas, walk away.
Right, man. There was an altercation out of school today, man, and it was just between these two people, but the teacher came out screaming that she was about to have CPD lock all of their ass up, even the people who was just there to watch the fight.
You said just between two people?
Yeah,
I thought they was. Oh, okay.
Too far.
Okay.
But it's like, what's that saying? Curiosity killed the cat. You being curious, trying to go see what these niggas on, and really either get you killed, locked up, or just beat up for being in somebody's business, man. We gotta, to be holy needs to be separate. We gotta be separate from these niggas, man. Because, yeah, being incognito is different from just looking like a nigga, man. You can be incognito without looking like one of them. Oh, we already look like them. We already talk like them because of where we grew up. We don't have to be like them, man. It's a fight. Everybody running to the spot. Not to mention, most of these niggas live around the school, so the fight can escalate way quicker than what people may think. A lot of people don't know how many people live around that school. So we gotta be wise and look at certain stuff like that. Just look at the signs,
Right, and also another thing, about the school. The thing is it's so bad around that area that it's logical to take the phones at the start of the day, because imagine all this time that these 2/3 niggas that love to be like gangsters had their phone while out in school and plan to and texting they people outside the school to come shoot this person up as soon as they get up to the school, or jump this person at a school like ours. That Amina's brother go to for right now. It would be all stuff happening like that. I bet every other week.
And not only that, that creates stuff outside of it, because we just had like a threat on the school, man, and nobody had their phones to call their parents. We had to wait till the altercation got solved to even call our parents. So, these niggas being stupid is creating problems outside of them just calling their people. Because 90% of Jake can't fight, man. So even if they just come across a big dude who don't even know how to fight, he's most likely gonna lose. And niggas hate losing. So they gotta call up their people, and then it's gonna turn into a whole different thing. Because now this person gotta call up their people and ask for a shootout in front of the school. And that's why even just in your day-to-day life, man, when you walking, you see big crowds like that, you gotta pay attention to the signs, man. Look around, see if somebody clutching. It's just stuff you gotta look out for, man. You gotta be on high alert at all times, because these days we getting into the time where niggas are starting to be way less. They just be getting
compassionate,
bold.
way less compassionate, way more bold, and way and a lot more stupid, and wicked. All right. Let me get back into the precept. 2 Timothy 1:7. For Yahweh has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So, yeah, all right. You gotta have a sound mind. You gotta be able to think. All right, as you read that Matthew 10:16.
No.
Well, kind yeah, you can read it, but yeah, man, we got to be wise and thinking, man. All right, because if not for Esau, you know, Jake could be the one to shoot your ass up. All right, if and that's crazy.
Honestly, Jake doing it more, man, because
A lot more. Even though
Esau's letting you niggas kill each other. It's a lot of stuff we don't see going on, like in different states that they still got nothing. But the amount of black on black killings out here, man, is like through the roof. These niggas is killing each other for stepping on each other's shoes, man. These people, like, this is my last story, man. Shit vexed the hell out of me. People stole this man's tag to his book bag. Then got mad at him for asking who had his shit and wanted to jump him. And not only did you steal his shit, you had your friends go tell him you stole his shit instead of going up to tell him like a man. And then you waited for your friends to come by you to fight the man just in case if you started losing, they can jump in. These niggas are getting way, way more, just like we said, bold, stupid, and they got no compassion, man. These niggas was fighting in the middle of the street. Is it that fucking serious? Over a book bag tag? Bro, they was literally fighting in the middle of the street, risking their lives. The car's still moving. This is Matthew 10:16. Behold, I will set you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be therefore wise as a serpent and harmless as doves. Right, man? So we got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as doves, man. We not saying let people, push you over or, but, just let them have it, man. What is, it's either Proverbs 1:15 or Proverbs 15:1. I think it's 15:1, where it says, a soft answer turneth away wrath. So just let these people have it, man. You don't always gotta, females right there, still let them have it. Honestly, depending on the type of if these females, if you see a female that's getting hot over a man that's doing too much and being just being a nigga, you don't want that bitch anyways. So just let him have it.
Right, cause she'll give you the same type of hell that nigga's gonna give you, but just in a feminine way. She gonna be loud, disobedient, stupid, and just a whole bunch of bad qualities. But yeah, man. So just a point is be wise and try to stay away from these niggas because they getting worse. They getting worse. All right, and it's just stuff happening. Too, like there was just a shooting at a Walmart. And the Walmart is close to where our specific camps at. Too, man. So yeah, we gotta just be wise out here and be circumspect. All right, but you had any last precept? So with that, we hope this lesson was edifying, but we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, and Kakodash. Second thing we want to do is give double honors to all the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to all the brothers that are pushing this truth with both sincerity and with charity. Shalom, welcome Yasharallah, wa ababa.
Ababa.
Shalom.